And of course, we asked our viewers about, the questions that you'd want to ask Willis, and we see there are quite a few. And some of you mnamsalimia tu, lakini kumsalimia ile poa. Nacheki so tunashukuru. Right, so again, if you have a question for Willis, ask away. But I'll read a couple of, your feedback, your responses, and we have one here from, let me read this one from MC Tonje.
All right.
He says, good morning, MC Tonje is my name from Muhoroni. My question to Willis, did he drop from music, and what's the future of media?
All right, MC Tonje.
MC Tonje, lock that in your mind.
Okay.
And then there are a few here from Facebook. Let me read a few. Mbuchi Mwene anasema watching. John Rono and Siongori Roy says watching you live at Bomet County. Kamau Msenango anasema good morning pamoja sana Gatungu South. Takida Kopa said well present. Lois Ngina with the eyes, side eye.
Bombastic side-eye.
Bombastic side-eye.
Yeah.
And then there's John Rono watching you live at Bomet County. Nixon Wamalwa, good morning. Kevin, I don't know why you said that, Kevin, to revisit comment yako. Lakini nimeona hiyo, he has like that evil face. Yeah. Okay. And then we have Timo Lumonje, Kisumu City, following it live. ECG is Nini, so I won't even read it in case I'm abusing someone or I'm saying some things I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I'll say your name. Mwalimu Jack kwa kunania siju unasema nini so hapo wacha tu isame. And then we have Iconics. Hii ndio Senen Raburu alikuwa anaongea. Raburu ambaye watu unaenda Senen.
Si kuambia watu sasa former aspirant anaitwa Alinur. I don't know, I guess when I was leaving T47 he just put out a tweet at my friend Willis Raburu is going to CNN to join Larry Mado. I mean out of the blue.
That time.
Yes, that time. Up to just a couple of months ago, 3-4 months ago, Ali tweet, and it was I don't know where he got it. I don't know. In Kenya, kila mtu anasemanga my friend. So I don't know where he got that from.
Yeah.
And it's so funny how people believe social media, because everybody started congratulating me. People started now coming into my DM saying, yes, you deserve it. So it was good to see that people see me in that light as well.
Yeah.
And even when I would go to places now, guys were like, hey, unaona ulienda CNN. Hiyo ni mzuri sana. Na usalimie. I told them, I was like, no, don't believe everything you read. I didn't tell anybody anything, by the way. This was just a story that was put up.
I see. I hear you. Yeah. Okay, before we proceed, maybe you can respond to MC Tonje.
MC Tonje said if I've dropped off of music.
Yes.
So the quick answer is no. It's just that, again, many things are happening. But there is some music actually coming out this year. I've done songs.
Give us a tea.
Yes. I have done songs with Okello Maxwell. I've done
Okello
Max, and it's actually Makrimbo. But Okello Max, done song with Okello Max, done songs with Masauti, Uaya, Watenda Willie, the OG Calgraph Jones. So for now it's yeah man, hapo nimedrop bars. Unajua watu walikuwa nasema nimekuwa tu DJ Khaled. But now I'm actually dropping bars in some of those songs.
You're not just talking.
I'm not just talking. I'm saying it's the wild Willis. No, this time there's actually some context, and those songs are gonna come, and they've been a long time coming. But if you work in the music industry, you'll realize that sometimes artists are releasing songs, even songs like in Extra Pressure.
Yeah.
This one, Bien always says that he's done so many songs with Viri and Ben Soul, that sometimes even him is shocked. Oh, so you actually decided to pick that song and put it. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's good. And they must have recorded maybe a long time ago.
For sure.
Yeah. So music is still there. So that's gonna come. And now also shameless plug. Make sure you go check out my wife's music, Ivy Namu. Akona mangoma pale on YouTube.
Tunafikia Ivy sana.
And then now he asked also what's the future of media.
Yes, he did.
I think it's very interesting, the future of media. I think media is now having to adapt in the era of content creation and grappling with content creators and having staff and on-air personalities who double up as influencers, as content creators, who have their own platforms as well. So trying to integrate that is becoming a little bit difficult. You see, we are now in the space of monetization, right? Facebook is saying they're going to monetize and stuff like that. Yeah. But then also, the future is also dealing with this space, and that's why part of the things I'm doing is to have ownership of your product, and then give it as a product to the mainstream, or they all take it as out there yourself, because you have your Butitas, the Nastotos, the Disco Matangas, all these people, all these other people who are doing their stuff. It's now finding, the media then needs to find a synergy of how are these two people going to work? How are we going to coexist? Because now advertisers, most of the advertisers are now doing 60% of their budgets they're taking to digital, right? So before, and you see also the mainstream media is really focusing their stuff on digital, because by the time you get to 9 o'clock for the news, during the day, we pretty have much tidbits on all media stations about what is going on. People have even reacted to it. So what's the thing that's going to make you watch news other than the personality presenting the news? So the future is just to adapt, because even there's a Newman research that came out this year, and they were just saying that even Facebook itself, it used to be the place where people now go to get news, but they're also now changing their model. Most social media platforms are changing their model to entertainment, and which is another whole different ball game. So the future is adapting and being fluid and integrating and partnerships, and also breaking the mold a lot of what is there. You know, like we would take before, like even just back then when we were on air, we would take, what would happen? We do a 1 hour show and we put the whole 1 hour show only on YouTube. But now there are snippets. There are snippets of this on X, snippets of this. And those are the snippets that start going around. So we are adapting slowly, and not just even just in the way we put it out, but even in the tech. They're going on live just with a phone, you know, the way you deliver the content to the consumer. All that is going to change, as hopefully as we keep getting the data costs chini, price ya bendo iendelee kushuka chini, so that now more people have access.
All right, Willis. So let's circle back to your personal life.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
So you have a family now.
Yes.
You're married. You have kids.
Yes.
You know, how does this atmosphere feel with this version of you?
It's someone says that you need to realize that the universe only becomes beautiful if there's beautiful peace within you. So the stage of life where I'm at, peace is a major
quotes lazima zi show up for your music.
Yes.
Song.
Yes, definitely.
Like your quotes are like
yes, I'm actually well read. So the thing is, I want,
we appreciate that.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm at such a happy space, to be honest.
You look happy.
I'm very happy. And sometimes I look at my kids, and it's amazing to me how the thing I feel, and you know, sometimes when, even right now, when our parents, you just catch your parent kind of just staring at you. You're just minding your business around the house, and then they just stare at you. I'm like, huh. So mine are just like two and three. Yeah, now we are those people. Now me, I'm looking at my kid like this. I'm like, wow. I didn't even know that it's possible to feel this kind of love that I feel for these people, and it's amazing. It's also in a space where I can now do a lot of things, because you know, Ivy is literally my partner. Like, I bounce things off her. She allows me to be free. She allows me to exist. She allows me to, you know, we bounce things off each other real good, and we know what is focused. And one of the things I'm most happy about in my life, it is that it is her who is the mother of those kids, because of the person she is. Those kids are by the time they were born, they were set for life.
I see.
Yeah.
And how is it different right now? Why is it different for you right now?
It is different because it goes back to everything that everybody wants. Everybody wants to feel free. Everybody wants to feel that they're them, that you're not putting up a show. You can be your real authentic self, and that it is accepted. And even if it's not accepted, we can, you know, sandpaper it so that we get to a common ground. And that's what's different, is that I'm myself. I'm not hiding. I'm not trying to put up, because, you know, again, when you're a personality, again, people know that I'm, you know, loud, bubbly, and cool. You'd be shocked, man. Mimi, I'm mini couch potato. Like, I'm very, and this is very interesting, and people won't even believe me if I say it, but I'm really a shy person. I'm actually a shy person.
Excuse you.
It's true. Like, if I get in here and I have like maybe 50 people, I'll really kind of, but
I can see aspects of that. I can see how that could be, because sometimes even when you're here, you know, when you're waiting, there's a quietness you'd get. Yes. But then when someone comes like, hey, Bazu, you're like, hey.
You kind of, But as a person, I'm very quiet. And so just to be able to have, because again, sometimes you get with somebody And then that's what they expect you to be. They expect Willis Raburu.
Yeah.
But when you're home, you're chilled, you're quiet. So just having to be free and be myself is such a fulfilling thing. And as you are yourself, you learn. One of you know, my mentor, CJ Atemo, always says that you have to learn in any relationship, whether you're working here or in an actual relationship. People are different at different stages of their life. You don't know somebody when they've lost their job. You don't know somebody at 30. You don't know somebody at 40. You don't know somebody. People keep changing. So to be able to change but still be accepted and to have a conversation about it, even just within yourself, to accept yourself the way you are, is a blessing.
I see. Now, when you've gone and experienced all these things, your lows, your highs, you've been really popular.
Yes,
you still are popular.
Yeah.
And relevant, you know, in this particular moment of time. And you look at yourself now, how do you classify where you want to go in future? You know, for some people, what you've done for them, if it was them, it would be enough. You know, especially in this day and age, things are really hard, especially emotionally for many people. Yeah. So how do you say, okay, I quantify this way, I want to move this direction? Where's your mind at when it comes to that?
So the thing is, and I know you're saying I have a lot of quotes, but the other quote I like is from Jeff Bezos, who says, be very clear on the vision, but be flexible with the details. So I know where I want to go. I know that I'm moving towards ownership. I want to own my own product. I want to do my own things, even you know, events. I'm doing an event on 30th, and it's just part of being yourself. But now the details are what will change, because you have to be fluid. You know, you have to be able to make mistakes and keep on and keep take a kick it and keep on ticking. You know, like you need to keep on going.
I told you, dude, your mind is
you know, just keep on moving, keep on moving on. And so for me, I know that I want to get to ownership. I want to produce. I want to have content. I want to also hand over. I'm not, and that's why people ask me, why did you leave Citizen? Why did you leave this place and that place? Part of it was, and when I was leaving, really, I was actually really done with media. But then
I can understand you.
It was like, because I was also feeling like we need to get the next person up there. And you know, and I don't give grief to people who are there now, and I celebrate them, because you know, that one, it could be their, you don't know what prayers people make. That's probably their answered prayer. That's and then that's their moment. Everybody started somewhere. I was a guy who, I was told here, apart from Jeff encouraging me right on the elevators up the street here before you all moved here, telling me that, don't worry, my brother, one day everybody's gonna know your name. Keep on moving, you know? So it's my vision is just to keep going.
I see.
And to impact more people. I want to bring, you know, I want to bring my team up. I want to do like George Clooney, whereby on one of my birthdays, I give each of my friends $1 million.
Yeah.
You know, like I want to better people's lives.
But you need to tell me if this is true, because I read somewhere online where you said rather when you're in university that you'd like to have so much money that you help anyone and everyone who would be in need. Did you say that, or was this someone trying to, you know?
That's one of my, whenever I pray and ask God, because I'm one person who is what they call I think it's an empath. I can really go in. I can carry a lot of people's. I don't like seeing people suffer. And sometimes one of the things that this industry does to you is, again, because of people taking advantage, you there's like a block you get, you know, where you can read a story and it happens, you know, and it's the same thing that's very sad with our situation in the country today, that 60 or so people died, but people sort of have stopped asking questions, and then maybe only just a few are asking questions. It happens. It's kind of human. That sometimes when people have asked you about this problem for so long and bugged you and been taken advantage of, you kind of become numb, kidogo. But for me, I just want to help people. I really want to. I believe that one of the reasons why God aliniweka kwa earth, apart from helping my immediate people, is to help people. You have to stand for something bigger, so especially in my field. So if I can help somebody become a better journalist, I can help somebody. I am very passionate about, and Ivy and I are passionate about households and housing and, you know, the homeless and orphans and schooling. Those are things I saw my dad really helped a lot of people in terms of education. So those are things that are important to me. My pain points are like, I don't like seeing people, you can't get to school, you can't, you're unhealthy, you can't have housing. It's a bit inanisumbua.
I hear you.
So I really do, man. So I really do pray that I keep on making the money. ching, ching.
I know.
And be wise enough to help me and help others.
And give back.
And to build something that even my children can continue with the legacy.
Definitely, legacy is important. We can't be myopic right now. It has to go beyond us to our kids and their kids. We have to create generations, you know, of wealth. But, you know, Willis, I have to ask you this because it's always all over the internet, you know, and be it whatever social media, you know, about weight. You know, if there's one thing that has been highlighted like a spotlight, it has been that. You know, so how has been your journey? You know, you used to be very happy with your workouts. You know, you documented them. You take us through your journey up and down. How has that been for you?
I think so one of the things I always tell people is, especially with fat shaming and body shaming, is what you don't understand is that imagine umutu anajua, like I wake up and look at myself in the mirror. I know. I'm
sorry, the way you're saying it.
I go through this thing. I woke up this morning, or not this morning, but I woke up and I tried out this outfit and I realized, it doesn't fit me anymore. And I was sad. And I changed my outfit so that it doesn't expose me in such a way. Like I dressed to kind of fit my size, And so I went through a lot of that. And just, you know, and sometimes people take this for granted, but it's very few people, if you're honest, you can't stand in front of the mirror in your birthday suit. People, and it's just also just a feeling of vulnerability. I mean, there are people who love themselves, they be all in themselves, looking at themselves in the mirror, woo, sorry, woo, but then there are people who are like, now look at that. And even, you know, you look at yourself, you're oiling yourself, utaanza kushika hapa, like, hey, what's this? Unashika tumbo hii ni gani? Oh man, do I even have a neck? You know, people start, and you live this life. You sit down, you feel it. You stand up, you feel the pain. You walk up the stairs, you're the one who feels tired. So for me, that has been such a thing. People have always talked about my weight, and I tried to shed weight. I've tried with different trainers who are great trainers, but just my body type. And also when I go to stress, I stress eat. And so when that's
so real, man.
Yeah, man.
So
and you know, ile ka place ya chicken. Nana ka bucket. Nana, I used to eat it all the 12 pieces. Chapati nilokola gonga kama 10 ama 15. Ninakula kukula. But then, so especially when I was going through my loss, in that time, I gained a lot of weight. I think by the time I was going for my bariatric surgery, it was 164 kgs. So, and the reason I did it is, you know, and some of these things, what I advise people to do is you could be comfortable in your skin, it's okay. But whenever you're doing things, when you make a decision to go to the gym, when you make a decision to go for the surgery, if you want to, you do it, make sure you're doing it for yourself. Because like I said, it's you who knows where things pinch. Make sure it's for you. If you're doing it for, you know, so that I'll show you, it will be fun for 3-4 months. And then
you go back to it.
So for me, I went through, people have really talked about my weight. They say, what's that thing that normally say even on Twitter, on X? They always tell me what's the thing ya kuambia mtu akonde? I've forgotten the name. Unfat.
Yeah.
Unfat.
Oh my God. Yes.
They keep saying unfat.
Unfat. Is so wild
and
there.
Some, you know, some people have a perception of me in their head. Like even in my comments, people still talk about my ex-wife. People still, I can put
even
a picture.
Even in these comments today.
See? Because that's where they're at. They know you. They identify you. People identify you by your problems. So they know you. Who's nule mutu alikuwa ngana? Who's nule nwacha na bibi? Who's nule alikuwa mnono? So they put a tag on you based on that. Also sometimes just to make themselves feel better that we tuko kwa shida na umutu. So they don't want you to leave that box. They don't want you to leave where that is. So for me, it was just me saying again, this is something I want to do for myself. I really do hope that insurance companies would actually sponsor more, put it as what you can get as the bariatric surgery. They put it as cosmetic.
Got you.
But if you look at it really, if I get right now, because when I was going for the surgery, I had high blood pressure, I had high cholesterol levels, and I was, you know, exposed to a lot of diseases, you know, that could have had, that, you know, it would go sideways anytime by the time you're 164. And if you get the surgery, it reduces. It means if you reduce the proclivity to some of these diseases and the affinity to get them, then it means that then you won't go to hospital. Isn't that better for the insurance companies, I feel? Because then they will, you won't be spending the money. So they should actually, I wish they would take this as something that they cover.
Well, I hope because you're saying it right here, they'll consider it.
Yeah.
You know, because like you said, it's something that, can reduce a lot of life risks,
yes,
you know, going forward. So it's quite a lot. But I'm happy that you can elaborate yourself, you know, and explain yourself this way. And it shows me a very healthy relationship, you know, with yourself. Because like I said, online, everything goes.
Everything
now, goes.
Whether it is what is true or what's false. And then if you come to counter and say, no guys, this is the actual position, apana, where denial is confirmation. Yeah.
And what's the most insane thing you have heard about yourself online? Like I know you said a lot of things right now, but the one that you're like, wow, this is the wildest.
There was some online people who just decided that, I think those are, and I wouldn't even justify, you know, mentioning the name or the person, but they say that I'd sexually assaulted this girl. And they wrote about it daily. They just kept writing about it and quoting her. And she's a popular actress in the country, and she was on a very popular show at the time. And they're like, eh. And it was headline. And so people sometimes, you know, they read that, it appears somewhere because somebody writes that and then sponsors it. And then it appears on people's feeds. Then they now start coming to talk to me. That was one crazy thing. Then people also just, mi nilianza kusalimiwa kitambo. Watu walikuwa random, that's why I changed my number. Watu walikuwa nachukua simu wanasema, oh kwenda, mbona wewe unaribu watoto wetu na isho yako. Guys would call me up and say, oh, you broke her heart. Hey, Mungu anakukujia. I'm like, yo, akikuja unajua it's the end of the world. Sioni second coming. What do you mean ananikujia? So, you know, it was like, it was, for me, those moments, especially for things that I don't stand for. You know, I don't stand for domestic violence. So those things, they pain me because I don't like that. I don't stand for anybody being a deadbeat. You know, those are things that I'm really passionate about, and I'm very keen on mental health. So if anybody is talking around those things and fabricating lies around them, then it really hurts me. And so those are just some of those outrageous things. And now at least you can take people to court and stuff like that, but it's still not a strong, especially online. I don't think there's a strong cause of action that has been taken.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. So, thing is, you're launching these songs soon.
Yes.
Lazima Willis upitie hapa.
Yes.
Unajua tuko na you know, presenters wa Arena.
Yes,
wanaitwa Tony na Aisha.
Aisha, yes. Yeah.
Kama ulaunch hapa na umesema hapa, umetoa
itakuwa kidogo, you know.
Itakuwa ngori. We're going to have a problem, Willis.
Yes.
We're going to have a problem.
Definitely.
Right? You know? So the songs, you gotta, you know, come here.
Yes.
Do your thing. You know, just bring your people. Na ulete bazu. So bazu utava locks.
No, locks. By the locks. Now to another thing that I forgot to say, when I had locks, guys used to tell me ati ni umama, as if they don't have mothers. So nashangaa, how come when something is bad, it goes to a woman, ati umama, wacha umama. As if wewe kukua hapa ndo utype. Ni nani alikuzaa? Si ni mama.
Yeah.
So you should respect mothers and ladies.
Yeah,
it's the same. It's the same way. We all came through the same way. Yeah. So I'm so excited about the songs are coming, and then also I'm now doing most live recordings of my shows. In fact, I have one on the 30th. I can plug it. The 30th of August. At Skate City Diamond Plaza 2, we're having the recording of our baby, and we're going to have all the artists there, man. Ben Soul, Tipsy G, Godi, Tena, all of them are coming.
I see.
All of them are coming.
And is Ivy a singer too?
She is an amazing singer. 2 songs out. Go follow Ivy Namulindwa on YouTube. 2 songs out.
Can you sing a bit of a song?
Well, I don't have her voice.
No, but you're a voice. But you can do your thing. You can sing a song.
It would be a disservice to her, so that muende musikie bata na mrembo anaimba bwana.
I was imba kidogo, ata kidogo.
Be kind. There's a song of hers called Be Kind, or rather it's alive. The chorus says, be kind, be kind. And then there's It's a Concrete Jungle. Yeah, go and check it out.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Willis,
I tried, baby. Whew. They tried to get me.
No, Ivy, he's done you a solid. You know, next time you'll be here, you know.
Yeah, you must plug.
Singing through.
Yeah.
But Willis, thank you. Thank you for being real and yourself and telling us your journey. We appreciate you coming, and thank you for honoring this.
Yes, thank you as well. I'd also just like to say that also thank you, and thank K24. I've never thanked the establishment. Thank you so much for enabling me to kickstart my career here. And also, one of the things people ask me is what keeps you going, and I go back to, man, I'm sorry, I have a lot of quotes. There's Ralph Waldo Emerson who says something that for me is always good. Yeah, and he said that there comes a time in anybody's education where they realize that envy is ignorance and imitation is suicide. That is now, for me, that is the thing that stands out for me. And it says that no man can get anything, any kernel of nourishment, other than that they till the land which they have been given. And that they will realize that for them to do and not to do is in the power of
their hands. It is important though. Yeah. It is important to do that.
Yeah, so make sure you do that.
Right, Willis, asante sana. Nashukuru. Thank you for being here. And thank you so much for watching Morning Vibe. This has been Spotlight and we've been talking to Willis Raburu. We'll see you next week right here on Morning Vibe. Right. That was fun.